Who will I be? Where will I go? Oh, I gotta make sure I wrote down my notes. So who will I be? Where will I go? Okay. Alright, so let me put this here. Bikini shit. Okay. So who will I be? Who will I be to you? Part 2. The obvious is to be the provider, the protector, the preacher, per se. That's how it was explained to me. Provide, protect, preach, or preach, protect, whatever. So if I had to put it in those terms so I could keep it simple and straight to the point, because me and you would have more of a different dialogue as we grow together, okay? So preaching wise, meaning to teach, to talk, to motivate, to be there for you, to have you a part of my life, that type of thing. I want to be to you your number one fan. Of course, you'll be your number one fan. Of course, the kids will be your number one fan. Of course, God will be your number one fan. But I want to be your number one fan and your hater at the same time. What? I mean, how you gonna be my number one fan and my hater at the same time? Because see, your haters know a lot about you, and sometimes they don't even know what to say to you because you're doing so well. So they hate a little bit. But they're really your number one fans because they know everything about you. And sometimes they bring hate to you so you can keep going. So you won't lose your edge. You won't lose your hunger. Did you know that? So I want to be your hater and your number one fan. I want to be able to say stuff to you that when other people say stuff to you, you say, look, you ain't even got the right to say nothing like that to me because I got somebody at the house that does that. I have somebody next to me that already told me that. I know that already. Sugar, honey, boo-boo, sweetie, pootie pie. Okay. That's the preaching part. For the protection part, what I want to be to you, who I want to be to you. I'm not saying we're not going to be millionaires. I'm not going to even say we're not going to be billionaires. But that's money talk. But let me tell you how I want to be able to. Did I say provide? Let me do provide. If I say protect, I meant provide. I want to be able to provide for you where you have no stresses about the everyday bills, and you have no stresses about going to work. Because a lot of people got a lot of money, but they cannot maintain their money, or they don't use their money correctly, and they're always overthinking and stressing out about money instead of just living their life. I want to be to you the provider where you know the bill's been paid up 2 or 3 months in advance. Shoot, maybe a year in advance. I want to be the provider to you where when you look up one day and you look into the account, you know we got money in it, or we got credit somewhere, or you could lift up a mattress and there's money sitting right there, or it's Bitcoins, or whatever the situation is. You know we don't keep money in the same place. You know we don't have just 1, 2, 3, 4 streams of income. We have multiple streams of income, and we have multiple different places we can go to. We have multiple different lands. We have different places we can go to at any given time. All we have to do is just go do it. That's the providing part. The protection part. I ain't the strongest. I ain't the weakest either. You know, some of y'all got that click cloud, some of y'all got that, you know. But I want to protect you in the capacity of you knowing that I will always place us in a position or have different options where when we are living our day-to-day lives and you're thinking something may go wrong, you know what's the next plan of action. Whether I'm there or not, whether it be an emergency, God forbid, whether something go wrong with me or something go wrong with you, you know what our next plan is, what our next idea is, unless those plans just went to trash. I want to protect you in the manner of when you walk outside the door and you go to your car, you know what we need to do if something was to go left or right. You know where I'm going to be, what I may do, what I will do, what I will not do. That's the protection part. What I want to be to you is a full package of consistency of how we're going to live on a regular basis to the point where when you know something is out of order, we can get back in order. Because everything that's not done decently in order usually has a whole lot of problems with it. Simple enough. I'm Taylor Dean CSA. You are who you are. You be the best unedited version of yourself that you can be. And until next time, already.